Howdy all and welcome back to the channel. Oh yeah. So, today we are going to be looking at my first impressions of Dirt 5. Now, Dirt 5, here we are, we're playing it on the PlayStation 5. And I must admit, I am pleasantly surprised. I haven't really played any of the Dirt games in a long time. I had 4 and I skipped it. The last one I played was 3. It's okay, but yeah, it's been a while since I've played any of the Dirt games. So I just want to give a brief overview of what I've played so far, which is about the first 2 hours, I'd say, of the main arcade game. I've had a quick go online. I've done some other bits and pieces, different modes, and this is generally just my first thoughts so far. I do want to give a more in-depth review later on when I've played more of it, but not really had the time, so this is just my first thoughts on the game so far. So, to begin with, the good things about the game that I know at the moment. The different modes in the game, there's absolutely insane amount of different modes. It's crazy. It really is crazy how many different modes there are in the game. The cars and everything in it handle absolutely perfectly, and the arcade feel of the game is absolutely spot on as well. The visuals are unparalleled, amazing, really. Like, can't really get around the fact that it looks beautiful. One thing to mention about the PlayStation 5 extra features is the 3D audio with the 3D Pulse 3D set in this game is really good. If you want a game to test those headphones out and see how they feel and how the sound is in 3D audio games, this game knocks it out of the park. It's so good. It really is really good. It really immerses you in the game so well that it makes you feel like you're actually in the car. If that sounds right. When somebody's coming up behind you, they're there and you can tell whether it's to the left or the right. It's really good. Like, little points at the bottom of the screen where you can see where the car is behind you. Probably get away with not even having those because the audio does it for you, and it's really good. I can imagine if you were playing this in like VR or with a steering wheel or something, the actual immersion with the 3D audio would be absolutely amazing. So that is something I really want to get home here, that when you're playing the game with that 3D audio, you really feel like it adds such an extra level of immersion of the game. It's crazy. One really good pro about this game is the trophy set. There's only 20 trophies. It's literally 20 trophies, and that's it. So if you're good at these style of games, then you're going to get the platinum really easily, I reckon. And you're going to have to probably still complete the game. But most of it is just doing this, doing that, trying the other, and bam, you're going to have it. Which is pretty good going, really. Now, of all the different modes, there is one mode where I just thought this is a bit bizarre. And basically you're just going around a track trying to slide left, but there's no gear. Or at least I can't get out of gear. And it's ridiculously difficult. So this is kind of a con. Like you'll be playing the game and you'll be thinking, oh, this is a breeze, and you'll hit one of the levels or one of the modes and you think that was increasingly difficult for no reason whatsoever. And you think to yourself, well, why was that one race randomly not in the middle of a dozen good ones, of a dozen mildly easy ones? It's like, oh, let's chuck a challenge here that makes it ridiculously difficult for no reason. Or maybe just that whole mode is difficult. I don't played enough. But it just comes across a little bit bizarre in that realm of things. However, some of the other issues with the game, I've had the odd glitch where I've dropped off the side of God knows where and respawned in the middle of the track. it wasn't via me being dingus and not driving right, it was because it just had a graphical glitch and ended up in the middle of nowhere. So that was weird as hell. At first I thought the haptic feedback in the DualSense controller was really good, but after about half an hour of playing with it, I was starting to think, you know what, they're not really using this very well. Every single terrain feels the same, every single bump feels the same. It's almost like they've just said, right, as opposed to it being the rumble, we'll just put it out to max. And that's about it. So that's really not the greatest either. Generally, there is a few bad things around that. The load times on some of the levels seem to be insane. Even on, you know, your super fast PS5. Maybe it's just because I've been playing Godfall and the load times on that are pretty much instant, and they are on Marvel Spider-Man as well, and any other game I really tried, they seem to be pretty much instant, and you're there in the game done. But the loading on this seems to be slightly longer than I envisaged at first, which is a little bit like, have they bothered optimizing this game for PlayStation 5 or even Series X maybe? Have they just done a graphical boost and ported it over to the systems? And also, obviously, there is just a free upgrade from the PS4 version to the PS5 version, so maybe they won't really much next-gen stuff in the PS5 version at all. Yeah, I mean, with that type of thing said, you know, the alternative I get is WRC9, and not really heard many good things about that. And this at least is very good, very playable, and is really enjoyable. Some level of satisfaction, that's the word. When you do some of these races and get around them, and you're ploughing through them, and it is a lot of fun. And like I said, it's not got that £70 price mark, it's got PlayStation 4 regular price mark. And you get the upgrade there as well. Overall, the game is a lot of fun. So far, I would recommend it at the moment. With my first thoughts, my first couple of hours on the game, I'd say, yeah, it's pretty solid. One thing to mention with the online mode. Now, I'm not sure if there's no cross-platform or cross-play this at all, but I did get this game a day earlier than, but I didn't jump online straight away. But the next day, in the evening, I clicked on the online mode, and it seemed near nigh impossible to find this online. Now, either that's because I had it, I was trying it earlier, or maybe on the day of release or something, or I don't know, but there was nobody playing online hardly, and there was, whether that's because there was just nobody got it much on the PlayStation 5, or whether the online mode hasn't got crossplay. Because you'd think if it was on PS4, Xbox One, Series X, there'd be plenty of people online, but there was next to nobody. I struggled to match with one person, and then when I tried to go back into another round, there was nobody again, and kept retrying and got nowhere. So the online mode either is just not got up to speed with enough people yet, or the matchmaking on the server is shockingly bad, or nobody's playing it, or there's no crossplay, and even crossplay between PS4 and PS5, maybe even, I don't know, but it seemed to be very difficult to find people playing at first on that one time that I tried. And you'd think on the first day of trying it online maybe, but there wasn't much going on. So that's definitely kind of on against it. So yeah, I mean, my first thoughts on the game are pretty solid, really. I'd definitely say this is one like you should be picking up for anybody who's just getting a PlayStation 5 and wants a really easy to pick up with arcade racing game. Then no problem in buying it, definitely. and almost certainly going to get on sale at some point as well, and then you're even more crazy not to buy it. If you like racing games, if you like arcadey type racing games, then this is a no-brainer really, I'd say. I will be doing a follow-up review later on my channel when I've played a lot more on the game. So that's just my initial thoughts at the moment. Anyway, if you're new around here, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel and liking and commenting. I'm very grateful. If you have any questions about this so far, or as I'm playing it at all, just drop them down below and I'll get back to you. Thank you very much, and goodbye.